This video is going to cover the secondary onboarding workflow for our 1920 school year. So similar to last year, if you were working with us, we will start the second week of school with our new set of kids, calling it Cohort 1. Our cutoff for our 9-12 will be the middle of October, but K-8 will still be open enrollment through the middle of March. So starting the first week of school, the cutoff for enrollment will be Tuesday at 5 o'clock. This has nothing to do with you, but just so you know the process. On Wednesday, I will pull new students from the holding tank from enrollment. I will place them on our secondary onboarding tracker. I will double check start dates. I'll send an initial robocall out with an email that just welcomes them to our school, letting them know someone's going to be contacting them on Thursday or Friday. On Thursday is where you pick it up. I'm going to add students to your advisory class and the homeroom attendance class. I'm going to send another robocall using this with the secondary onboarding checklist information and link. This is when you're going to send your personal email, welcome email as well with your contact information. You're also going to create your weekly Class Connect invites with new students, and there is a link of a training video on how to do that. Monday and Tuesday naming conventions, we're going to call it Come Here First, New Student Orientation, and our Wednesday naming convention will be Orientation Help Session. On Friday is when you're going to start making your phone calls. So those enduring connection calls will be starting to make of all your new students. You're going to review their schedules, seat them in courses, including the ORN, make the TVS note or enduring connection call if it's successful. If it's not, use the unsuccessful connection call and mark this on the tracker so we know if you're getting a hold of them, how many times you've left messages. It's really important to communicate with all of us on how your new students are doing and what you're working with them on. So it's a little extra work, but putting it all on that onboarding tracker shows us if they're meeting their Strong Start data. On Monday, you're going to continue making those calls. You're also going to run your new student orientation at 8:30 a.m. 8:30 to 9, you're really just going to push that checklist since you only have a half an hour. On Tuesday, you'll have the orientation session at 8:30 as a repeat, same PowerPoint, and continue making those unsuccessful calls until you get a hold of somebody. On Wednesday, again, continuing all those unsuccessful calls, marking all of the information on the tracker, even the notes, and you're going to run just a help session at 8:30 a.m. Also on Wednesday, I'm going to run a new Learning Coach help session at 11 a.m. So you can push the learning coaches to that. So the onboarding tracker, there's a link to it. It looks the same as it always has. So I'll be adding people in here. I also added an advisor tab so you can sort by advisor. Just make sure no one else is working in it. When you sort during the day and you see people are working in it live, it's kind of hard. So I'm going to try to keep it sorted with advisors so it's easier for you guys to look at. But if you want to sort it any other way, you'll have to do it like in the evening when it's a non-work hour. DSPs will be in there. If I've added them to their homeroom class, this is more for me. And then this is where you'll mark your enduring connection call. This is where you're going to mark if you've reviewed the courses. And then this is the data we're looking at. I'll be tracking the ORN, and during your orientations, you're going to be marking in who is showing up in your orientations on the tracker. If you don't want to do it during class, you'll be getting the attendance since you'll be making the invite, so you can also do it after you get the attendance. So once they're done at the end of the week, if they've completed everything, I'll be adding them to the offboarding tab. If you want to know, there's the sample of the secondary process again. Also, just for your own information, in the onboarding training invite in your Outlook, if you open it up, I put all information you would need. The elementary is on the top, and then down at the bottom, you have the link to the tracker, the link to the checklist, the link to the secondary orientation slide deck, and the link to the secondary onboarding workflow. So hopefully this makes sense, and we will talk about it more in our orientation session. our onboarding training session. Have a great rest of your morning.